The Kamala Harris child actor scenario gets deeper. Let's get into it on the Derek O'Shea Show. Welcome to the Derek O'Shea Show, where we discuss culture, news, politics, and more. Sit back, relax, and I hope you enjoy the show. Be sure to tell your friends and family about the revolution. What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Derek O'Shea Show. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your day to hang out with me. And welcome back, YouTubes. I have been in YouTube jail. It is not good. It's bad. Sometimes my camera can be all weird. Okay, let's fix it. We're fixing it. We're getting there. Boom, boom. All right, we're good. I'm back. And I'm back in the saddle again. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. As always, if you want to support me, you can go to. And happy Friday, everyone. We made it. We made it to the end of the week. You made it. I made it. We made it together. We're doing this together. We're living our life together. If you want to support me, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/Derek O'Shea Show. Buymeacoffee.com/Derek O'Shea Show. I'd greatly appreciate it. Means a lot to me then when you do. If you have any questions or comments, I'm all nervous and back on YouTube. I'm scared about what I'm going to say. If you want to call or text me, call or text at 720-727-7572. I'm going to do a little show later on today about this stuff. 720-727-7572. I'd greatly appreciate that. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I mean it. I seriously do. But let's get into this silly story. As news reports, people are calling this administration fake news. Fake. Biden doesn't come out like today. He's doing his little live presser. Of course, not when people are at home and available to sit in front of the television to see the most popular president ever get in front of the screen and deliver some remarks on the Build Back Better agenda, which he's so fond about. That's why he's not talking to any of us. He's just talking to people at work, apparently. But I'm going live during that time, so check that out. New reports coming out also that Obama is going to speak at the Scotland Climate Summit. I mean, if that's not an indicator of the temperature of what even the Democratic Party believes about their own president, I don't know what is. They're like, this guy absolutely sucks. Can we get somebody, a heavy hitter? Can we get Obama to come back in and pretend like it's Biden? I mean, apparently he's just speaking to the kids and stuff like that, but that's not all he's doing. He's always talked about being a president for a long time anyway, but let's get into the story. So Kamala Harris did a fun little video with NASA, and I first watched it. I first watched the video of her with the kids and talking about science and these amazing things, and I thought she was on drugs. I mean, it was crazy, and it was just out of this world, and you could tell the kids were all kind of excited, but something felt off. And I know if you might say, Derek, that's every time Kamala Harris speaks, I think that. But something felt weird. Something felt different. And it turned out, the story came out later, that the kids used in the video were actually child actors. So they couldn't just get random kids like, hey, do you want to go on a video with a vice president of the United States and then get excited about that, and then her interacting with kids back and forth? No, they had to vet the kids in order to hang out with Kamala Harris. I don't know if that's what that says about who she is as a person, but I swear if my wife is hiring my friends to be around me to talk to me, I'm going to lose my mind. Cats. How embarrassing. That should be embarrassing. That should be a story everywhere about just how you can't even get normal actors. And maybe they didn't even try. Maybe they were just like, you know what? Normal kids will eat her alive, and she needs to be around actors. But we get in this story about a local news agency talking about some of these kids' experience. instead of looking at it objectively or looking at it as, negatively and seeing it for what it is, they're excited to tell you about the story of these child actors. And I started watching this video and I was like, I got to talk about this on the show, because what dystopia, what world are we in when we get excited about sending child actors to hang out with the president? Are we just so fake now? Is everything just so fake that we have to send actors to hang out with our beloved, most popular president and his vice president ever? I swear I feel like I'm living in China. I mean, I just got out of a YouTube ban. And sorry, YouTube. But then we're sending actors. I mean, I swear that's something you see in like North Korea, where they just like send these child actors that are like very excited and they're overexcited and they're clapping at things that maybe they shouldn't clap at, but they don't want to die, and they're just like so excited to be there. It's very weird to me. It feels fake, and I hate it. I don't like doing things just for the sake of doing things. That's just not my personality. And I especially don't like being fake about stuff. I'm not good at being fake. It's just not a good, even my fakeness comes off as rude. I'm just like, are you mad? I'm like, no, I'm just trying my best to be fake in this moment, and I can't. But let's get into this video because it's just so weird, and I think it's funny at the same time. Let's laugh. It's Friday. Let's sit back. Let's laugh at this insanity of what our country has become in a lot of ways. The media is celebrating this. It's just so weird to me.
Local teenage actor is being featured in a new YouTube Kids special alongside a NASA astronaut and Vice President Kamala Harris. Action News 8 reporter Alani Latang spoke with him about how he landed the opportunity.
Here's the video.
A new YouTube Kids special kicking off World Space Week. Get Curious with Vice President Kamala Harris aims to get children.
Can we just stop? Get Curious with Vice President Kamala Harris. That just makes me feel uncomfortable just hearing that. It just sounds wrong. All right, I took it there, and it's just weird. It just makes me feel uncomfortable saying that out loud. I would never tell another child to get curious with me. It's just not something I would say. All right. Hey kids, you want to come over and hang out with Uncle Derek and get a little curious? No. It's not right. All right, let's keep listening.
Children interested in space. NASA astronaut Shane Kimbrough joins from the International Space Station. Vice President Kamala Harris teaming up.
Let's do it.
Get curious!
The special features 5
I can't. Get curious.
teens from across the country, including our very own Central Coast backyard.
Hi, my name is Trevor, and I'm from Monterey, California.
The teens are actors who audition for their spots. Trevor Bernardino is a freshman at York School in Monterey and a space enthusiast.
Dude, okay. Look at this child actor. Look how he's sitting. What fantastic posture for a child. I've worked with kids for so long. No kid has that posture unless he's a professional actor. Look at that posture, sitting. Yeah, for those who are listening to audio only, he's got his shoulders back. He's sitting straight up in the seat. He's not leaning back. He's not slouched. He's on top of the world.
He says he had to send in a monologue of him talking about something he's passionate about, and 3 questions he would ask a world leader. The next step, he had to interview the director of the production.
And then after that, like a week later, my agent called me and he's like, hey Trevor, you booked it.
From there, Trevor only knew he was going to Washington, D.C. in August to interview.
Okay. So when this video was first touted, when things were first getting put out there was no indication that these kids were child actors. And then the story got leaked. And so they're doing a little bit of a damage control about it because it's just not a good look. Because they're kids. They're supposed to be like having fun. They're supposed to be curious. They're supposed to be excited to see the president. But instead, we hired a bunch of child actors and made them send in a script in order to hang out with the vice president so things didn't go so bad. That's It's just so weird. Get curious.
Me, my mom, my dad, we were speculating who could be this important that we meet them in D.C. and we get to go on this cool trip and film.
In D.C., the kids visited
So the kids didn't even know.
the Naval Observatory, where they went on a scavenger hunt to find supplies to build a telescope with clues given by astronaut Kimbrough. The teens also learned about time before the head of the Space Council arrived.
Are you kidding me?
The head of the Space Council is the vice president.
To think about so much that's out there that we still have to learn. Like, I love that. I love that.
The most exciting part was definitely meeting Vice President Harris. There's nothing that can top that. Like,
Okay, is he acting again?
honestly, she just sat us down. She's super charismatic. She's everything that I ever thought of her, plus more. She made me feel like one of her peers, and at the time, I felt super important. I was talking to her face to face.
The kids
What? One of my peers? Who wrote this for this kid? This kid sounds like he's reading off like a book report. She was like a fantastic person to meet. I saw her in a face-to-face. She saw me for who I was, not who I should be.
got a chance to look through the observatory's telescope, seeing the sun, a sunspot the size of Earth.
I love that a bunch of kids look through a telescope straight at the sun. I know you can do that, but it just sounds silly.
Craters of the moon. But the most important lesson Trevor is walking away with:
You should always listen to your parents. They're going to give you the best advice
Okay,
for your whole entire
this kid's parents told him to write this.
life when you become an adult.
He just put adult in quotations.
Monterey, I'm Milani Latang, KSBW Action News 8.
This administration in so many ways feels fake, feels untrue. Things are going poorly in this administration. Things aren't going good. Kamala Harris, our border czar, is not doing anything. Pete Buttigieg, our transportation czar, is still on paternity leave. He's been on leave, paid leave for months, and now at one of the biggest crises in many years at our supply chain. At what I talked earlier in this week about the supply chain issues and how cargo ships are just circling around the bay, waiting to be unloaded so they can go back to China or wherever they're going to pick up more stuff. But the people in charge are on leave. It's just like during the Afghanistan debacle that happened. God, my throat. I apologize. The Afghanistan debacle. Who went on vacation that week? Who took time off? Jen Psaki. During one of the biggest pullouts in 20 years. Sorry. In 20 years, we were at war and we pulled out and it was crazy. And our press secretary is like, bye. People are absent. People aren't held accountable for things. People are blaming each other. Obama's being sent to the climate summit because apparently our most popular president ever can't get the job done or can't hold his own. Our president never addresses the nation. He always addresses the one in the afternoon crowd. As he's pushing vaccine mandates like crazy, I just saw the Oklahoma governor come out and say they're going to be suing the Biden administration if they push this down. They're not going to push it down. They're just going to make OSHA do it. It's always passing the buck. Somebody else do it. I don't want to be in charge of that. I don't know about you, but I don't know where the direction of our country is heading. I feel like we live in two different realities right now, where some people think everything is just fine, despite inflation being up higher than it's been in a very long time, gas prices, meat, etc. Jen Psaki coming out and saying, I don't know if you're going to get the Christmas presents. I can't promise it this year. And people are just like, oh, okay. Okay, cool. People are being crippled right now as far as financially. Your grocery bill is up higher than it's been in a long time. I know for a fact that it is. It is for me. I'm sure it is for you. I'm sure you're feeling the effects of grocery bills, and not only that, gas bills. Heating bills apparently are going to be up extremely high this year. It's one of the perks of me living in an apartment and all my neighbors heat my place up. Thanks, neighbors. I don't see what's going on as a good thing. I just see it getting worse, and I don't know how to stop it besides voting. But here's where we are. We have a media that's placating to this administration so much so it's unbelievable. I mean, they're struggling even in the press conferences. I watch them all the time because I don't know why I do it, but I do. Even CNN is coming out with actual questions towards Jen. You can't deny it anymore. But if you turn on CNN and MSNBC, what are they talking about? They're talking about the January 6th riots and President Donald Trump in some capacity. That's it. I'm serious. That's it. Top headlines all the time. It's not actual news. It's commentary. And they want their base to stay fixated. Despite how bad things are going for this administration, they want them to remember how you felt when you went to the polls. Remember how you felt when you saw January 6th. Remember how you felt when you saw Donald Trump and you heard him speak. Remember that passion. Remember that. Don't look at all this crazy crap going on around us. Look behind you. You don't want that, I swear. They're doing that now because the poll numbers are worse than they've ever been for Biden. And people are genuinely not happy with what's going on. I'm not. Are you? But we have to call this stuff out. We have to call the media out when they blatantly just put stuff out there, like Sanjay Gupta in his interview with Joe Rogan. And then he goes on CNN, and CNN is playing damage control, yet Don Lemon doubles down about Joe Rogan taking horse medicine. It's unbelievable. These people are so stuck in their tribalism, so stuck in the way they think. They will look at a truth and then they will just discard it. Look, I have people, I have friends that are nurses. They're ICU nurses, lots of them. I would never allow them out because for some reason the nurses online are just like out to get their own kind. It's so weird to me. But instead of just welcoming people of different views on science, because that's what, science used to be. But they tell me all the time about how they make fun of patients about when they ask for ivermectin or monoclonal Regeneron. They make fun of them. People are so stuck in their tribalism that they're willing to cut down their other man in order to prove a point of some whether it's the left or the right. I'm here to just prove my point. And I'm going to crush your knees until you believe what I believe. I'm going to do it so much so. Yes, I'm the most popular president and vice president ever. We're going to hire child actors because I don't trust kids around me. I need actors. I need people with enthusiasm. I can't just generate that on my own. Everything feels so fake to me. So much of politics is fake to me. Not real. Everything's hysterical. Like AOC crying after she voted for the Israel thing. Give me a break. I can't deal with these people. They're not real. They don't know what it's like to be you and me. They don't. I hope I speak for you. I hope we share the same values, and I hope we differ in values too. I hope we differ in opinions, because that's how we are in society. I'm so tired of this believe these things in order to be right or smart or whatever. What are your thoughts on this video? Is it creepy and weird to you, or is it just a stupid story that I shouldn't have done? I'm curious what your thoughts are. I genuinely am curious because I think it says a lot about this administration. I think it says a lot about Kamala Harris. I think it, there's this, they put out a story. The way they present her is just very charismatic, like that kid said, so charismatic. So down to earth, just so cool. Listens to Tupac, whatever, too busy. But yet you have to hire actors in order to be around you for a video. I don't get it. I don't get why the media backs this administration so much. I just don't. There's so many catastrophes after catastrophe, crisis after crisis. Inflation's up, supply chain issues, Southwest canceling flights due to quote-unquote weather when they were the only airline to do that. Makes no sense. Border crisis. Our borders are in this video. Doing NASA videos when we have a million plus immigrants, illegal immigrants in this country that just crossed this year. More to come. More Haitians are coming back. They're coming back with a vengeance. I've seen videos of them saying that they're prepared to fight to be in the United States. Everything is just, we live in an upside down world and nothing makes sense anymore. And the things that I feel like are truth and right are seen as conspiracy or insane thinking or right wing or racist or something stupid. You can't say like come out against the establishment. Like the whole John Gruden email thing. If you said anything positive in any capacity, it's like you're seen as this huge bigot. It's like the whole John Gruden thing. I'm like, there are people in the NFL right now who have beaten women physically. But those emails, I don't know. What world are we in? I just feel like we live in a crazy world. I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. I really do. I'm going to have some more stuff coming out later. Maybe I'll respond to some of your texts and messages you left me. I got a few, so maybe I'll do that. But I'm back on YouTube. We'll see how long it lasts. Always. Because honestly, it's just a matter of time before I'm off YouTube forever. It just is. Because I'm not afraid to talk. What kind of creator or content creator would I be if I had a breaking story that went against the narrative, like Hunter Biden's emails or Wuhan lab leak, and then I just went, I can't talk about that because YouTube will not like that. As always on my platform, vet everything I say. Don't take whatever I say as the biblical truth, because that's who we are as Americans. We have the capacity to look up stuff on our own and make double check and make sure our content creators aren't just putting out garbage. But thank you guys so much for tuning into the Eric O'Shea Show. It means so much to me. I honestly mean that. If you want to support me, go to buymeacoffee.com/Derek O'Shea Show. I will be posting exclusive content for supporters of Buy Me a Coffee. I will get 3 or 4 more, and I'm going to start doing it. And I hope it's great content. It makes you laugh, and we have real conversations, and you're able to talk to me more and send me more messages and stuff like that. Soon it'll be just those people supporting me that will be able to send me messages. But thank you guys so much. I hope you guys have a fantastic day. And as always, I'll see you on the next episode of the Derek O'Shea Show.